Okay. The current time and date. Oh, I've got a notification. The current time and date is the 26th of May. It is 11:59. And today, well, technically I finished my first year. And only just now have I realised I haven't got my mic, so just give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorted. Now, yeah, I've technically finished my first year. And so now this summer, for the first time in months, I have something called, free time. So yeah, things are gonna get real on this channel starting, well, I guess now. All in all, first year of uni has been...
It is so loud in here!
He's actually doing it.
For me, fam. Oh my God.
A bit of an experience, shall we say. And well, now that it's kind of over, I hope that I have enough experience and, well, wisdom to deal out just a little bit of advice. And so we're going to make some videos on it. Here we go. I was supposed to be kind of dramatic. I was going to put the lens back on. Well, I threw it somewhere over there, so just give me a sec. Found it. Here we go. Is it going on? Oh dear. Reading. This is something that is absolutely necessary at university. And hear me out, that's a good thing. Because reading is kind of fun, guys. Now, first of all, I want to say that whatever your style of reading is and whatever you actually read, at the end of the day, as long as you're actually deriving things from the books you're reading and developing yourself as a person through them, then that's all that matters. Now, I've read this year a lot, and that has helped me massively, but some of the things that I've read have helped me more so than other things, and I wanted to share the ones that helped me the most, just so they can help you too. So here are my absolute top suggestions for the best possible pieces of literature that you can read coming to or during your first year of university. Well, because these are all books that I wish someone had told me about sooner. Now I'm not going to waste any more of your time, let's just get right into it. I'm looking for something to throw at the lens. I am going to knock this camera over. I don't really want to do that. Let me get closer so I can catch the camera. Number 5. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. This is officially the only book to ever make me cry. I think this book is perfect for this list for a number of reasons. It's simple, it's short, and it's beautiful. But most importantly, I think it's perfect for a specific university situation. University is going to be wonderful, and you're going to have some really marvelous and incredible times. You're going to meet some fantastic people and some lifelong friends, but you're also going to have some hard times. And it's trouble ahead. If you think life is all fun and games, there's suffering to be met, and you're going to meet it. Whoa! It's just got really sad. But bear with me, I have a point. For the first time in your life, you're probably going to be, for the most part, by yourselves. And you may very well find yourselves at times, like I have, alone, just crying in your room after everything has just become too much. There are going to be times where you feel lonely and out of place. And what's really annoying is that everyone else looks like they're doing perfectly. Like they just have everything figured out. But trust me, they don't. This book is fiction. But I don't want to go too much into the actual plot of the book. I went into it knowing absolutely nothing, and I think that was the best experience. See, the best time to read this book is when you're alone, preferably at night, just sat in a silent room. This is a book for when you feel at your lowest. Just keep it on your bookshelf, ready. It's a very short book, and it doesn't take long to read, maybe like an hour. And oh my, wow, I promise that it will just make you feel infinitely better, whatever your situation is. It will bring you on a beautiful journey. I can't explain it any better. Just make sure you save it for when you need it. Number 4. George Orwell, specifically 1984 or Animal Farm. For this one I don't actually have the physical book, but I do have the audiobook. The Orwell collection narrated by Stephen Fry, which is Animal Farm in 1984 just together. It is fantastic. Now I thought I should at least have one classical bit of fiction on this list, because to put it simply, people at university are going to be smart, and honestly, coming to university, there were times where I felt pretty out of my depth. I did have quite a bit of imposter syndrome. You see, all my friends are just so capable. Heck, pretty much everyone at university is bilingual. Je travaille dessus. But still, another thing that you'll notice is that people are really going to take their courses seriously. And as a man who lasted math for his GCSEs, which is high school for any non-English people out there, sometimes when I look over at my friend's coursework, it makes me want to cry. I'm not doing such a good job at selling university, am I? See, what I'm trying to explain is that you need to develop a naturally inquisitive reading life. It will make your life a lot easier. And so 1984 and Animal Farm are wonderful starting points into the worlds of things such as classic literature and political theories. You know, all that pretentious crap. And in particular, what I think they're wonderful for is specifically taking you from slightly shallower books of dystopia and fantasy and YA that, although are very entertaining, can lack substance. These convert you to work that is heavier in subject matter and has more real-world applications, all the while staying thoroughly entertaining as a work of fiction. For me personally, they served as a stepping stone, helping me become a generally more mature reader. Okay, this is like the 4th time I've tried this. My microphone keeps breaking. I thought there'd be a nicer sunset, and it doesn't look like my camera's focusing, is it? You know, I dropped my microphone on the way here too, and people are staring at me, and I'm having to hold my laptop. I apologise for my attire. I've just been working out. Before anything breaks again, to be honest, I just want to start. Number 3, the compound effect and atomic habits. Now, I've grouped these two together because their subject matters are just so similar. I've mentioned them on this channel before, but essentially, they concern themselves with the idea and concept that small habits contribute and accumulate into great life results. Oh, my wrist hurts. This wasn't a great idea. I'm having to scroll. They both paint this picture and really kind of nail it into your head throughout. But I think the pairing of the books in particular really complement each other, because this is an absolutely essential thing to learn at university. As I said before, usually for the first... There's music way off in the distance, you can probably hear that. You're just gonna have to concentrate on me. I'm pretty sure it's solar powered by glass animals though. As I said before, usually for the first time in your lives, this is going to be the time you're alone. And that means you're responsible for yourselves. And that's a great thing. It's my favourite thing about being an adult. It means you're free. But it also means that it is entirely up to you whether you succeed in your endeavours or not. And what that means is that, trust me, at university, you're going to want to pick up some good habits. You need to take care of your fitness, like I am. I mean, Exhibit A, am I right? You're going to want to take care of your eating habits. You've also got your coursework, your skills and hobbies and your talents. But most importantly of all, your washing up and your laundry. Ugh! I mean, that's the one I'm worst at. Right, now I need to see if this actually recorded. Found a spider. I'm not sure if you can see. I think it's time to let him free into the wild. Shane, man, I thought you were in Paris.
I was. I came back yesterday. What killed me?
Number 2, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book is absolutely incredible. It has one of the most kind of out there and bold titles out of any book I've ever seen. But I mean, wow. I mean, it literally is what it says on the tin, or I guess the book. I hate to break this to any introverts out there. Sorry? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that was. That was a really odd moment. I hate to break this to any introverts out there, but talking to people and socializing is, well, obviously a massive part of university. The gist of what I'm trying to say is that no matter what, you're going to have to learn to talk to people. You're going to have to talk to your flatmates, your course mates, your friends, and, well, your mating mates. And this book basically gives you the start to finish guide on how to be the most friendly and confident you can really be. You just passed through my recording. I am joking. I couldn't see your reaction. I thought you took me seriously. I need to stop recording. Give me a bit.
How could you stop recording after you saw that moment?
I mean, it's super entertaining too. From the first chapter, it just grabs you. Now, I've read a lot of self-help books over the last year, and this is by far the best. Most of them are pretty crap, to be honest. Oh my gosh, why are you... This is like the 5th time I've tried. Okay.
What are you doing?
A video on the best
My best one.
books to read during your first year of university. Anyway, like I was saying, I have read a lot of self-help books of this kind, and most take the subject matter at kind of a corrupt angle. There's that book, is it? The 48 Laws of Power. I've tried reading it, and it just seems pretty horrible, actually. It's like how to manipulate people, and how to win friends and influence people is nothing like that. It's actually a incredibly sweet book, teaching you how to love the people around you and be the best you can be. It's helped me just massively. It's a complete how-to guide on just human interaction, and it's not something you think you need, but it explains it in such a lovely way. And in my opinion, it is absolutely essential for anyone coming to university, and it would be number one, except, well, you'll see. This is going well. We're in Oxford right now. I don't think I can film the whole section here. I just thought it was beautiful. Man, I love England. Number 1. The Bible. Okay, so what you see right now is my attempt to find a field that my friend told me about. As you can see, I wasn't successful, but I hope this still makes a pretty good background. I don't know, I'm really trying to hype up my cinematography for this video, and I hope it worked. Now, if you've got to this part of the video and you've decided that you're happy with the suggestions that I've given you and this next part of the video is not for you, that is entirely fine. If you've liked the video, I'd really appreciate you leaving a like or a subscribe, just because I'm really trying to grow the channel. And it would really help me out, and I assume you're a nice person. But if you want to stick around and just hear me out for this next bit, just checking I'm recording, that would be awesome. Now, I grew up in a Christian household, but like many people, I never really bothered opening the Bible and giving it an open-minded and fair opportunity. I had this preconception of what Christianity was and what the Bible was, and I saw how in some places around the world and throughout history it caused such misery and falsity, so much hatred and power grabbing. However, near the start of the academic year, I kind of felt like there was a void in my life, and this book this year it's helped me immeasurably. So, if you're a complete beginner, at first I'd suggest getting pretty much all preconceptions of what the Bible is and what Christianity is kind of out of your head. I know that sounds stupid and silly, but it's so often misrepresented by people, by media, by just everything. And so sometimes maybe it's better for a fresh start. So get any ideas of hatred out of your brain. Maybe you think it's ludicrous or moronic or ridiculous, maybe even childish, but to be fully frank with you, at some point I thought the same, but I was wrong, because at its core the Bible is nothing but love. Maybe you're worried that, I don't know, somewhere along the way the Bible could possibly make you a worse person. The Bible is about what you can take from it, not what it can take from you. And contrary to what you might think, it makes you a better person, not a worse one. What I will say is that many people think that believing in Christianity means disbelieving or just science, which is just absolutely wrong. Not at all, no. That's never made sense to me. I mean, of course, I believe in concepts such as evolution and the Big Bang Theory. I mean, facts are just facts. I take many stories from the Bible from much more of a metaphorical angle than a literal one. And to be fully honest with you, even if you come to the Bible from much more of a secular angle, you can still draw so much from it. You know what surprised me more than anything was just how entertaining it is to read. The thing is, this book is there consistent no matter what, and so too God. It lets you know that in your loneliest and lowest moments, at your darkest times, and when you think you've hit rock bottom, you have someone there on your side who will not abandon you regardless of what you've done. As I said, there are 66 books in the Bible, which means that I'm really cheating with this list. They're written in many styles, which means there's going to be a book there perfect for you. Take the book of Proverbs. I mean, you can just kind of go into it wherever you want, and it's just kind of little bits of advice. It's wonderful. And it's great. It's like a self-help book. Now, if you don't know where to start, and if you're incredibly skeptical, and if you don't really know anything about Christianity, or you think you know a lot, or just okay, you can always start with my favorite chapter in the whole Bible. It's a pretty random one, I'm not gonna lie. It's in the book of Luke, which is part of the New Testament, specifically chapter 6. Maybe it's about 15 minutes to read, but I think it's a wonderful starting point. But if you don't even want to go and read that, that's fine. If I can leave you with anything, please just listen to this. So I'll be reading Mark 12, verses 28 to 32. So usually I read the Message translation of the Bible, but for now I'll read the NLT version. To give you some context, a man named Jesus is preaching the word of God. One of the teachers of religious law was standing there listening to the debate. He realized that Jesus had answered well. So he asked, "Of all the commandments, which is the most important?" Jesus replied, "The most important commandment is this. Listen, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only Lord. And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. The second is equally important. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. No other commandment is as important as these." Now that to me, that is the core of what Christianity is. That's my job, to be the most loving and the most caring person I can for others, for myself, and for God. And that alone has helped me more so than anything this year. Except maybe my mum coming to do my laundry. That did help too. But just forget I said that. Just focus on the scripture, okay? Right, I'm done. No, okay. Also, just in case you were curious, it's kind of pretty right now. Just in case you were curious, this was my view. This was what I was filming on. I forgot the bloody attachment for my tripod. And down here is my bike. And somehow I have to try and get that home. But anyway, I had fun. Now this is my 4th time trying to record this, but to be fully honest with you, I couldn't leave this sunset, and to be honest, I don't even know if you can see me, so I might have to change angles. Wait, let me check the footage.